The 1st of June is observed as International Children's Day. But in Kyiv, the day started with news of the death of a 9-year-old girl. She and 2 others were killed in the latest barrage of Russian missile strikes on the Ukrainian capital. The pace and intensity of these assaults are picking up. Thursday's attack on Kyiv is the 18th in the past 4 weeks.
I just want to bring you some pictures that we've had in from the United States showing President Joe Biden, who tripped and fell whilst handing out diplomas at a graduation ceremony. This took place at the US Air Force Academy a little earlier today. Now, of course, the president is 80 years old, but just take a look at what happened here. The president tripping and falling, helped there, as you can see, by a few officials on the stage. After getting back up, he was able to walk back to his seat without assistance. And you'll notice there, he pointed back behind him, indicating perhaps what he tripped over.
One of the hot topics on this year's agenda is the establishment of a BRICS currency. Its aim would be to empower emerging currencies, according to South Africa's Foreign Affairs Minister Naledi Pandor. On Thursday, Pandor said that the new development bank briefed them on strengthening its African Development Bank arm as a way to mitigate the impact of war-related sanctions. This Foreign Affairs Ministers meeting precedes the BRICS Heads of State Summit to be held in Johannesburg in August. But Pandor said the arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin was not discussed at the meeting. President Cyril Ramaphosa is still taking legal advice on how not to arrest Putin if he attends the summits. This is because the International Criminal Court issued a warrant for Putin's arrest for deporting Ukrainian children.
The aerial images were presented today. UFOs spotted and now documented around the world. Holding their first ever public meeting, top scientists at NASA, joined by a team from the Department of Defense, revealed pictures and video like this one that captured a metallic spherical orb in the Middle East last year.
This is a typical example of the thing that we see most of.
Saying the origin of the orbs is unclear, officials at the DoD plan to soon deploy dedicated sensors to better track UFOs, technically known as UAPs.
Tonight, renewed hope in the search for 4 young children who went missing inside the Amazon after a plane they were in crashed nearly a month ago. Officials believe one of these human footprints found Monday belongs to one of the missing little girls. The commander of the search operations saying the tracks are fresh and hint that the children are still alive. According to authorities, the indigenous children ages 13, 9, 4, and 11 months were inside a plane that issued a Mayday alert due to engine failure in the early hours of May 1st.
Heavy artillery fire in a market in the Sudanese capital Khartoum resulted in at least 17 deaths and 106 wounded. The attack took place on Wednesday, according to a statement issued by the Sudanese Doctors Syndicate on the day. A ceasefire previously signed by the Sudanese government forces and the rival Rapid Support Forces was extended on Monday, but the fighting continued. Both sides accuse each other of violating the ceasefire agreement repeatedly.